had taken a poll a little while back and asked people, what do you want to see for Vlogmas? What do we want to see on channels? Are we over the decorate with me and the, you know, shop with me and all that stuff? And a lot of people said, for me specifically, they want to see homeschool still in the holiday season. So I'm going to show you just that. What we're doing as I am cleaning up what we have done for the day. So the kids are in the backyard playing right now. Judah is in the baby playpen area eating, because if I send him out back with food in his hand, he doesn't know how to fight the dog off. He's eating his snacks. You'll hear him kind of grunting and yelling at the kids through the window in the background. But I'm gonna clean up a bit and then I'll kind of talk as I'm cleaning and show you what we've been doing. I already cleared this off because this was covered in Play-Doh, but you can see the remnants on the floor. I'm not gonna get on my hands and knees and pick all that up because it's already covered in dog hair, but just so you know that this is real life. That's it. And while I have this pretty little table over here, this is also the stuff that's all piled up because I didn't want to put it away this morning before we dove into everything, because we also had jujitsu and no one's got time for everything. Tip, have them write their name. That way you have the progression of how they're writing their name and you have the date written. This is the artwork that they did today. And then I just gave them a Sharpie and told them, write your names on the back. So if you're gonna keep stuff, that's a little trick. Not a trick, you know what I mean. Okay, so what are we doing? Right now, we are working on A Connected Christmas. This is the study from Treehouse Schoolhouse. It's a 4-week study, I believe. Right now we're on week 1. With it, you get the breakdown of what each day and for the entire week, what it's going to look like. It's a lot of repetition with certain things, like your song is the same song, the poetry is the same thing. There's just different things that you'll discuss each day. So like you can see here, recite and discuss vocab, recite and copy work, recite and poet study, illustrate, and finish. So you'll go through that. The carol, you're really just listening and enjoying the song. Different scriptures that you're reading. There's a Bible verse memorization for each week. You have your art study, same thing, very similar with poetry. Your read aloud, so a different book, and then the book goes and ties in with the hands-on connection. So like I said, today we did the gingerbread man, and we did our gingerbread Play-Doh instead of cookies. So we just have a lot of different things that we're going to be doing. I have each of these morning menus. These are just menu covers that you can get off of Amazon. I will link them. They're in my Amazon storefront. And then I have all the stuff in here for each kid. So if they want to do their copy work throughout the week, we have this so they can write on it and erase it. And then on Friday, I'm just going to have them take it out and then they can actually fill it out. So I'll hold on to it for them too. But that way, they each have their own to look at. And then I had extra folders, and so I'm trying to put them to use right now. But I have their sheets, and so in here, I'm keeping their narration sheets that they fill out. I just have it organized in here for the printout of like what we're doing each day. And then the narration prints for what they're going to need in the next days will be in here as well. So I keep all this together. This is what we start each morning with. We're not doing morning menus because we're doing this as well as our Treehouse nature study for winter, and then we're also just doing math. Since we have so much, you know, technically language arts that we're covering, we're kind of taking a break from one of our like core subjects and focusing on this for the month, and then just doing math about twice a week. So that's the gist of what we're doing this month. So we're still, you know, have schoolwork involved, so we keep that structure, but it's a little bit lighter and a little bit more focused on what the holiday is about, at least in our house. There's a lot going on, but we're kind of cutting back a little bit to slow down just a smidge while still maintaining the consistency and structure of our homeschool days. I just wanted to focus a little bit more on Christmas because I have a different desire of what I want the focus to be in our family than what I was brought up with, and it was very selfish in our home, and so I don't want that. I want it to be centered on fun and connection and time together and everything that we believe in. So that is what we're doing right now. I'll kind of show you a little bit more. I share a lot with like the nature study, and then I'll share more with the Connected Christmas too. I'll probably do like wrap-ups for the week with the Connected Christmas. So I'll share like for what the whole week looked like, just because there's so much with each day that we're doing that with trying to do Vlogmas and everything else, it's just a lot to be adding something else to share. So I'll probably just have 1 week at a time that I share with that. But then that way you still get to see longer formats of everything that we're doing, what we're adding to it. Like these paintings that they did, the watercolor paintings, were not from a Connected Christmas. These are from Brighter Day Press, and she has tutorials and stuff, so I bought that, and so we're doing that like once a week, and it's just been a super chill, like cold day, and so we did that. But it is what it is. There's tons of other things. I can probably look up some like art for kids on YouTube videos for them to do some drawing tomorrow as well. But yeah, it's just about trying to get them as involved as they possibly can, not just with the curriculum, but just with like the holiday season. I want this to be a time that they remember, of it being fun and connected and all the good stuff. So I set my timer for 30 minutes to clean up while I filmed, so we're gonna get into that for a bit because they're itching to get into the front yard and play, and I can't break my promises to these kids. I'm gonna admit, this was like the dumbest like hack to share and everything, but save your Amazon boxes, because I had 3 I was about to tear apart. I don't know what came over me, but it was just like the thought of, your kids are already outside playing. You know that they, you know, like to do imaginary play where they build things or have a castle or whatever. Give them the boxes since you're not using them and the trash just came yesterday. And so I was like, okay, collected the boxes that we have in the garage that we haven't torn apart and put them outside. And they all looked at me and I was like, they're for you, have fun. Lost their ever loving mind. I am like the greatest mother in the whole entire world because I gave them Amazon boxes. So if you're wondering what the heck to do with your homeschool kids, because you know, you're done with lessons for the day and they need something to do while you're cleaning up or prepping dinner or whatever, give them your boxes. It goes a long way.